Hey, welcome to Dirtying the Frame, a podcast where we pretend to be movie critics. Today we're talking about A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, starring Margot Robbie and Collin Farrell. Huge movie stars.
It is I'll log line you really quick. An imaginative tale of two strangers and an unbelievable journey that connects them. Very broad.
Very broad.
I'll get into the more nitty-gritty of it. Two strangers meet at a wedding, Margot Robbie and Collin Farrell. Then the cars that they rented asked them if they want to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey. I love a movie that is took 2 seconds to title.
And also, who doesn't say yes to that?
I know. Who's that? That's no.
When your Saturn asks you if you want to take a big, bold, beautiful journey, you say yes. We saw this movie at the Westfield Century City in beautiful Century City, Los Angeles. One of my favorite places to be.
Big fight going on between me and you about what's better out of Century City and the Grove. Angelinos, please weigh in.
Please, it's Century City. The Grove just doesn't have any stores anymore.
This movie was written and directed by Kogonada, the writer Seth Reese, and like you said, starring Collin Farrell and Margot Robbie. I know you always do this, but not most people do this. You always kind of take a mental note of who got billed first, huh?
Oh, I didn't see it. Who got billed first?
Collin Farrell says this in IMDb. They mentioned Collin Farrell first, but I think they do it by accent.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's Margot Robbie's accent?
She's Australian.
Okay. All right. That's an easy one to do.
Yeah.
Initial thoughts about this movie, Sarah?
Wow.
Says Sarah at
wow.
New York Times.
Wow.
In the trailer.
Wow,
Sarah. Wow.
Yo. So we just literally got back. Mm-hmm. Neither of us have spoken to each other about what we thought about this
Not at
film.
All. That breaks the code.
Let's hear. What were your thoughts?
My initial thoughts. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I do.
I would say if you're talking about story, writing, casting, directing, which we do get into a little bit later, without giving too much away early on, I was really proactively trying to find something that worked for me in this movie, and I had to work pretty hard.
Yeah.
I had to work pretty hard to find something that worked with it. I guess the main initial thought that I had, which was would be my New York Times movie review, quote, Asaad says, "How can two of the most charismatic stars not have chemistry with each other?" Oh,
I highly disagree. This is going to be a good podcast.
Okay.
I will say.
I was talking about us.
Once again, wow.
Sarah from LA Times says,
Sarah, you got to say something other than wow. Okay, I will agree with you that, and I hate to do this, right? Early, bang, first thing in the podcast, this movie sucked.
Oh, I like it.
I'm sorry. I will say, I don't know. It should have been, I think it tried to be La La Land. Was it trying to be La La Land?
Oh, that's a take.
My goodness. Okay. What was going on?
Early on, for the people who haven't seen it and don't know the premise, these two do meet at a wedding, reconvene because their cars that they rent and ask them if they want to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey. They both do. And then they go into a series of different doors that lead into past times in each one of their lives while they're accompanied by the other one. So Collin Farrell goes back to high school. Margot Robbie goes back to where her mom passes away. And it's a very Ghost of Christmas Past type of film. Mm-hmm. I think the tonality of it for me, randomly, kind of a weird thing that I never quite settled in was I didn't know what the tone wanted to be.
Great call out.
Which is probably the most common thing we notice when films don't work for us. It's I don't know if you decided what you wanted the tone to be.
I would say you're a better movie watcher than I am because a lot of the times I just watch and I'm I don't know what's not working, but it's not working.
To me, it was the tone. It was, I will be honest, this movie felt like someone wrote it while they're on their period.
Can we just cut that? Can we just cut that out? What? What?
I thought it was so overly dramatic, so overly emotional, and I didn't know if it wanted to be a rom-com or a serious, dramatic film. And to add to it, I don't want to unload the clip early on. The tonality leaked into the logistics of everything for me. Sometimes they were in this big black room together, not wearing shoes. And then they would walk a little bit off screen and then back into a door they had gone through previously. Now it's obscure, right? It's a surreal movie. But to me, it bumped me quite a bit. And I would love to get lost in a world like that. I think the premise is really cool. And I could see why these two big movie stars chose to do it. Because on paper, this looks really cool, right? But to me, it's very obvious metaphors. and handled not very carefully in terms of the execution of what we all think about all the time. And it's like our biggest regrets in life if we could go back.
Yeah, it was just everything was so on the nose.
Very much so.
Right? Like, well, when you think back on your life, you remember that moment in high school where you got really embarrassed.
Let's revisit that. Come
on, guys. Like, don't be so on the nose with it. Not that I'm, a better writer or director than this person. That's why I'm sitting here in this chair critiquing it. But, I totally agree. I don't think I would have noticed that it was the tone, but it did. It felt like it was some parts. It was trying to be La La Land, but they had these big musical numbers that did not work. At all. Yeah,
Colin Farrell goes back to his high school. It's one of the first doors they go through together. And Colin Farrell goes back to this high school play where he's in this musical, where later after the musical in high school, he professes his love to this young girl, which kind of dictates the rest of his life and how he loves from there on. And we both kind of find out how they're flawed lovers in terms of this.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting it.
I'm trying to connect the dots. That. I think... Go ahead, please.
First of all, I was going to say for the Sarah Stoffers out there, the musical, I know you're wondering, is How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, that he does in his high school.
Is that a real musical?
Yes.
Oh, is it good?
I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it other than I know the title of it and I know it's a show. Mm-hmm. But that's interesting. So you think that it's showing all of the things that happened in their life that made them not be able to love, right? So she lost her mom, and that's why she's broken in the way she is and won't commit to anybody because she's afraid she's going to disappoint them because she wasn't there for her mom when her mom died. I don't know, man. It was all over the place.
A fair assessment. I think all the doors obviously were trying to give us more information on the characters. And as you can guess it, while they're both going through these doors, they're starting their own love story together. But you're getting the reasons why they should and shouldn't be together while they're going through these doors.
Bonus, in the middle, we get a big Burger King commercial.
Huge Burger King commercial.
Right at the beginning and then again in the third act.
Yeah. I didn't know Burger King was around any longer.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Burger King.
And, Colin Farrell ordered a burger, fries, and onion rings, as one does.
Let me get the combo.
When was the last time you ordered onion rings and chips?
Let me do both. Fuck it.
Truly. I was going to lean over to you and say, what? He ordered both?
I don't want...
God bless. But what?
I don't want to endlessly shit on this movie. There were 3 or 4 points in the movie where I was like, oh, I'm propelling towards something that might be special here, and it never got there for me. But I guess my main critique on it, for me, what I was thinking a lot is it sounded like all the scenarios that make them wrong and right for each other, and all of the scenarios in terms of the doors they went back on, felt like first ideas. And that's okay if you're making a simple rom-com, right? It doesn't have to be creative. Yeah, if it's a simple rom-com and there's laughs and then there's one big fight. And
but don't try to make it something it's not.
But everything was Colin Farrell was defined by him professing his love towards this girl in high school in a play, and he got embarrassed in high school. And then Margot Robbie's mom died, and now she has a problem committing to men. It's like if the movie surrealism made it feel more serious. The actual instances behind the doors, I was like, this feels like a first-year film school idea that they haven't delved deeper. I would like to see more nuanced character development than this. Am I being snobby?
No. I mean, okay. You're just saying it in a snobby way, but I felt all of those things.
Okay.
I just felt like, what is happening? that's my review.
So what wasn't working for you? There's a lot of things, and
almost none of it worked for me. I will say there were moments. I think that the actors are incredible.
Yes, I love DC. Love Penguin. Love Harley Quinn. I thought they were going to do a DC spinoff. I love these two. I thought that's what we were. But yes, incredible actors, of course.
So there were moments that worked for me, and there was moments of truth in those scenes that worked for me, that I could see these two speaking to each other, and I felt what they were saying. But yeah, it's exactly what you said. Everything was so on the nose. It was all so corny and cheeseball. What a bummer to get these two huge stars to do this film and to have it just be and Sarah's heard me talk about it quite a bit, but I was very
anxious and excited to see what Margot Robbie's next project would be after Barbie, right? I feel like she had the world in her hands. Obviously, there's like a limitation in terms of roles for women in quality moves, but like it felt like she'd get anything made.
Well, not if she's on her period. Just waiting to bring that one back the whole time.
I deserve
just waiting.
No, I deserve You're right. That was just a shitty thing to say. But it's tough, you know. I wanted to ask you this before we get into our categories. I wanted to ask you this. At what point you read this script, you're Margot Robbie, you sign on to the movie, you're shooting. At what point are you like, oh, this might not be good?
Gosh, I hate to say this because I obviously don't know.
I mean, you've been in so many productions, though. And can you sense the quality of the production you're in at the moment when you're acting in it, when it's wrapped?
To be honest, no. It's okay. Maybe sometimes, but it's really hard. It's sometimes very hard to tell.
Yeah.
I was thinking that in the movie. I was just like, I wonder what it was about this project that made these two people sign on, who I think are, I really respect both of them as actors. I really think they're both fantastic. They're both super hot, Who you would assume have their choices to make anything. Yeah. You know? And so, it just, to me, I was just wondering, I was like, what was it? On paper, this must have read really cool, or maybe they pitched it really well, or maybe Margot's production company did it. I'm not really sure how it all unfolded. I have an insight to this because I did research to it. Margot Robbie's team brought this movie to her, and they're like, hey, it's a passionate tale about love, lost, regret, and how that shouldn't shape our future. Do you want in? And she's like, yes. And then Colin Farrell's team was like, Margot Robbie's in this movie. And he's like, let's do it. That's how it happened. Please stop doing that accent. You're not very good at it. It's not good at all. It's not accurate at all. Hey, no, I'm sorry. Where are your Lucky Charms? Yeah, they're under a rainbow. No. I'm sorry to cut you off with a bad impression, but I thought the same thing of like, what was it? And the script must have been really good. It must have been good on paper. It must have been good on paper. So that leads me to answer your question. That leads me to the assumption that maybe, and I hate to call anyone out, but here we are. I would guess maybe the directing was bad. I think, First thing you said to me, sorry to interrupt you, but first thing you said to me was, I don't like the way this is shot. Everything's straightforward. I mean, this was like 10 seconds into the movie. You're like, everything's so... straight on. It's like we're shooting this podcast for like 2 hours. Yeah. And, rightfully so. Everything was so on the nose, which kind of works with the shots being just like straight on. Everything's like, there's no metaphor. We're going to tell you exactly what we're trying to tell you. Mm-hmm. There's no like, we're just going to underestimate the audience and assume they don't know anything and they're super stupid. We're just going to tell you exactly what we're trying to get you to feel. And you're which like, works in a regular rom-com that comes out on Netflix on a Tuesday that you didn't look forward to. Why didn't it do that? But this was surrealism. It tried to add the surreal aspect of going through these doors, which is like probably the first idea everyone comes up with when you're like, how do I go back and revisit my regrets? It's like either a Ghost of Christmas Past or a door I walked through. There's two things I want to note before we get into categories really quickly. One, we shouldn't spend 10 minutes shitting on this movie because I really wanted it to be good. And I enjoy these actors, so I love Colin Farrell. But the first thing is, congratulations to wardrobe. I don't know how you did it. You didn't make Margot Robbie look good in anything. How is that possible? And you didn't make her look good in any outfit. To piggyback on that, well, I will say I did get the vibe that she probably maybe, I don't know the timing of this, but I'm guessing she just had her baby after and then shot this movie right after that. Oh, so maybe they're hiding her. I don't think they were hiding. She looked great, but I do think that she might not have felt great or whatever. They were probably trying to put her in some weird, and they were trying to make her super quirky. But I will say, the reason I thought this, I was like, Colin Farrell's outfits look great. Yeah, he looked great in everything. He looked great in it. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize that. Thank you for making me think about that. Yeah. That maybe like she was not as ready or confident. But it wasn't like she looked like she just gave birth. She looked totally normal and fine, but whatever they put her in was really bad. Weird. Kind of distracting, actually, from the movie. Like, that's the only reason why we bring it up. The first scene we meet her, we're at a wedding, like you said, and she was wearing some like weird pajama set, and everyone else, he's in a suit, and everyone's in these dresses, and she's in this like weird stripy pajama set, and you're like, well, who wears that to a wedding? Like, it kind of seems like a divorced person, whether man or woman, would be selling it on QVC. Right? It's like, I have this new romper / jump set. It just wasn't good. And then she's wearing these, like, she's supposed to be driving back 250 miles back from this wedding by herself in a car, which, by the way, if you've ever gone on a road trip before, what do you wear? You know what I wear? Shorts, just like comfortable, baggy stuff. She's wearing like these jeans that come to here for some reason. Here. And then she's wearing these big, tall thigh-high boots under the jeans that are a heel. I'm like, who's wearing that to drive and like go to Burger King and then drive 250 miles? Like, what's happened? I don't know. It was very strange.
I don't want to lament the fact, but I should say the biggest indicator, and the one thing that I will openly admit that I'm a snob about, and a lot of people worked hard on this movie. A lot of people, so I don't want to discredit anybody, but I think what we're both landing on is that it was so on the nose when you have characters and actors that can do so much more.
Yeah.
And the cool like epitome of this moment is I am not a professional, but I am a professional about one thing. You know what that is? Meet cutes. Who's studied more about meet cutes than me in life? Nobody.
True.
Maybe Nancy Meyers or something. And
Name one Nancy Meyer movie.
The Notebook.
I don't think that's a Nancy Meyer movie.
Is it not?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Okay.
And
Let's find out.
And I had a couple more too.
Let's find out. Is it Myers? See, I don't even know. I think she. He came up with a bunch of journals.
A bunch of notebooks.
Bunch of journals. No, I think she did.
The Intern?
Yeah, maybe.
Love
maybe
The Intern.
that. I think she does like Something's Got to Give or something. We're terrible at this, guys.
We told
Nancy
you we're
Myers.
unprofessional. The second thing, what was I going to say? I'm talking about the meet cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you haven't bought into how this movie was maybe spent more time on this idea of surrealism going through doors and less time on the actual execution of it, where is the lamest meet cute you can make up? What's the easiest meet cute? A wedding. That's the epitome of this movie to me, where I'm like, yeah, it works, and everyone will know it worked, but there's no originality of it. And plus, when they do the meet cute, it had me for the first time in a lot of Margot Robbie movies being like, are you pulling this off? Are you pulling off the like quirky girl that's fun, sexy? And they were supposed to have a moment of like we like each other, and it kind of jumped to, what do you want to do? Is this a thing? And I'm like, oh, I don't think you guys have even built up enough rapport with each other.
Yes, they were at the wedding. They get introduced by the bride
and groom. We live in the same city.
And the bride says, oh, you guys live in the same city. And then cut to literally like seconds later, he's standing outside. She comes out and she's like, I'll break your heart. It's like, what happened? What was your name again? Did they even have a cute moment? They didn't even have a cute moment where we're like, oh, there's a spark there.
And I'll be honest, your jumpsuit is breaking my heart.
Yeah. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants it. Which brings me to a rom-com that I do like. What? Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants it.
But no, I totally agree. I'm glad you brought that up because now that you said it, I did remember feeling like that. I was like, did we cut something out?
Did it feel like they probably left something on the floor, like the editing room floor? Of
Maybe.
More like,
and I do tend to agree. Like, I don't know that I've ever thought Margot Robbie didn't work in anything that I've seen her in.
Nothing.
And she was good in this. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she's highly above average, but like,
of course.
For Margot, your bar is up here and you're hoping, she's just so beautiful and charming and she's a great actress. And
my thing that kind of declares that it wasn't her fault. I'm president of the Margot Robbie Apologists Association.
As well you should be.
Yeah. It's like we've seen her execute completely different roles.
Oh man,
Tonya Harding, like a Barbie, a figure.
Excellent.
There's a bunch of different roles that she has executed. So that leads me to believe in this role, where I feel like most actresses have a little bit of familiarity with playing the charismatic, quirky, female in a rom-com. It leads me to believe that it wasn't her fault.
Yeah, I agree.
It was either editing, writing, or directing at that point, because you have Margot Robbie in it.
Yeah.
And if she can't be attractive chemistry-wise in a movie, I'm like, oh, this is not her fault. It can't be,
So what did work for you?
Gosh, I think I love Colin Farrell so much. I think, well, I will say this. There is a part, because I'm such a mama's boy, the parts where Margot Robbie has some real time with her since past mom, where she goes back and she's actually 12 years old and talking to her mom, and her mom, who is like dead tired because she's trying to make a life work for her daughter, is so nice and is never showing how tired she is and never saying no to her daughter because she wants her life to be good. That part hit me in the feels. I was like, okay, this is making me sad. This is effective.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I will say I did tear up a couple of times in the film, and those were the times, you know, probably just because I'm on my period, but sorry.
I was that guy.
How many times are we going to say period on this podcast?
I was that guy that spilled half your bag of popcorn too. So maybe that was it.
He did spill.
I can't believe I'm that guy.
He did
that guy.
spill
So
a half a
popcorn.
bag of popcorn, and it was just all over. Just,
a mess.
It was very embarrassing.
mess.
I was very embarrassed.
I'll go through that door one day in like 10 years. And like, just remember this.
And that's when Sarah left you.
We should spoil the ending for you after going through a couple of doors. One of the last doors, maybe the penultimate door, was their two previous partners that each one of them had, and they're all at a table in a foursome.
And this was the worst scene in the movie.
Gosh, it feels like me putting on Steph Curry's clothes and playing for the Warriors, and they pass it to me and they're like, be Steph. And I'm like, I look like it. It feels like a very like play scene, like a Broadway scene where it's just like we're getting four people, four powerhouse actors, and we're going to say the things and it's going to be dramatic. And it was set up that way. But the writing and the talent of some of the actors, I'm like, oh, this scene didn't work. Because basically, last episode of Bear, season 3, too on the nose for me. It was simple. It was similar to that, where it's like everyone's actually saying the direct thing, which is a choice, and that's okay. But it's like you can't love because of this reason, and she can't love because of this, and that's supposed to.
Oh man!
Put it all on the table?
I don't know. Literally
Spoiler
on the table?
alert. Yeah.
It didn't work for me. The guy who played Margot's boyfriend, who she loved, apparently he was like, "Oh, I could have loved you. I did love you. I just left before." He, talk about no chemistry. I mean, it was
I
like
thought the female was worse.
she was way worse.
Okay, all right.
Oh, she was awful.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. I mean,
and also, like, I'm sure these people are good actors. It was just bad writing.
Yeah,
bad
if Margot
writing,
Robbie
bad
can't be
directing.
great,
Exactly.
yeah.
How can you expect this person who comes on to, for 20 minutes and they're just like, "Hi, I'm Colin Farrell. Hi, I'm Margot Robbie. Okay, sit down, go." That's how it works on set. These people probably never met before, and all of a sudden you're just like, "Hi," and you're doing this thing. But man, the writing was so bad. The scene was it was all
that's supposed to lead them into their last house of their childhood homes, where they talk to, again, where we saw Margot Robbie talk to her mom, and Colin Farrell's character take the role of his father and talk to his son, which is himself. A little convoluted.
So this is where I got a little confused, because in every other scene when they go through the door, they very much make sure to spell it out for us. How old am I? How old am I when they go through these doors?
Yeah.
So when he goes to his high school, he says, "How old am I?" And Margot Robbie says, "How old am I?" And then when Margot Robbie goes home, she asks her mom, "How old am I?" And then all of a sudden, so they're always playing their younger selves.
Sure.
Right? Until they decide to switch up the rules, and Colin Farrell goes home,
and he's his dad.
His mom greets him at the door, and she's like, "Honey, you've got to go upstairs and talk to our son." And he's like, "Oh, I'm dad." And it was just like, what? First of all, we're jumping. I understand it's supposed to be this kind of magical journey or whatever, so suspend your disbelief. But like, why are we changing the rules all the way in the third act, and now he's his dad and not himself?
This all could have been, I think that idea, I got bumped by that idea too. That idea can land with better execution, but in this movie, I'm like, oh, I have no idea what's going on. And I hate stuff's being spelled out for me, but I'm like, I'm a little confused by this. I understand what's going on, but why? So, yeah, it didn't land very well. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I guess that there was another point in the movie where he went back to the hospital Colin Farrell went back to the hospital the day that he was born and spoke with his dad. And we found out that Colin Farrell was born with a heart murmur. Not sure why that was in there or what that mattered to us.
I feel represented. Those of us that have heartburn every once in a while.
It's not a heartburn, heart murmur.
Can we cut that one with the period talk?
His baby wasn't born with heartburn.
The baby's like,
acid reflux.
Carne asada.
Stop with the hot sauce, Mom.
At the end, Colin Farrell spills it for Margot Robbie. "I love you. Let's do this thing." She says, "I don't think it's worth the risk because of how damaged she is, how damaged you are." And then at the very end, after they go home and learn those things from their parents or being their parent, Margot Robbie goes to Colin Farrell's doorstep and says, "You are worth the risk." They kiss, and we're off. That's the end.
He says, "Do you want to go through one more door with me?
How about you go through another door?"
You want to go through, whose accent is better?
Yours
you want to go through one more door?
Dramatically.
And she goes, "Yeah." And then they walk into his apartment.
And I will say there's 2 to 3 direct door songs in this movie. It's like, "Let my love open the door." And And there's like so many Doors songs in this. I was like,
Are
bro,
you dead ass?
I'm being dead. That was the last song at the end, and there was another Doors song. I'm like, guys, enough with the needle drops. It's way, let's get into these characters. Sorry for shitting on that movie. The thing is I will say, at the very least, you get to watch Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie share the screen.
Yeah.
They reach probably 3 out of 10 of their potential together, but still, you're seeing 2 of the best actors
And both
share the screen.
still hot.
Both still very good looking.
Still hot.
I asked Sarah, I was like, is Colin Farrell good looking? And she's like, yeah, he looks like my ex-boyfriend. We then fought
Shout
in
out
the
to
lobby.
Zach.
No.
What did I say, Zach?
Zach.
Shout out to Zach.
Let's get in these characters really quick. I'm going to put you on the spot. I can't believe this is blasphemy. If we did recast this movie, who do we recast? Maybe 1 role, maybe 2 roles. I'm putting you on the spot of maybe
Ryan
who.
Gosling. Ryan Gosling
I'm
and
gonna
Emma
be honest.
Stone.
Yeah, and they're singing more in Los Angeles. I'm going to be honest, Ryan Gosling and Colin Farrell probably would have more chemistry
Oh my
than
God. Now
that is a big, bold, beautiful
would
journey.
be big and bold.
Yeah.
And I bet you they would have great chemistry.
For sure they would.
What about you? Do you have a recasting? And you can't take mine.
I know this goes against everything, and I'm partly saying it because I thought of it in the movie and partly saying it to bug you.
Okay.
Pedro might have worked in this.
This man. This man sat and lectured me after we saw, what was the movie with the...
Eddington.
Not Eddington. It was the divorce one. Splitsville. Splitsville, which was actually kind of an
Very
okay
good.
movie. He's just like, Pedro doesn't work for me. He's doing everything. He's saying yes to everything. Let him say no. And now he's like, oh, I wish he would have said yes to this movie. But listen, we could have used some diversity in this cast. So we'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, Colin Farrell's Irish.
Still white.
I honestly think any combination you take out of the Materialists and put them in here, I think it works better.
Wait, Splitsville was good. Materialist is the one I was talking about.
Oh, were you? No, Splitsville was the divorced movie. Materialist was Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
But if you put DJ in this, if you put Dakota Johnson in this and like Chris Evans, this movie works better.
I disagree.
Really? Okay.
I just don't think she can act. So it's like you already have actors who... Her boobs would be in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know when she's on screen, I feel things in my swimming suit parts, and I'm just like, good movie.
Yeah.
Love Madam Web. When's the second one?
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's recasting couch. Sarah, tomorrow I make you the director. I pay you $10 million to direct a big, bold, beautiful journey. You see this movie, and you're taking it over. And you're like, and the studio's like, I need you to save this. You're the director. What do we do?
Write a new script. What do you do?
I couldn't agree with you more. I was like,
The script was so bad.
I was like, oh, there's some situations in this movie where good lines should be able to like just blossom.
Yeah, you've got great actors. You've got a budget, obviously. I mean, it was pretty. They had great, you know, some
and
great
doors
set
aren't
pieces.
cheap.
Doors are not cheap these days. Have you priced wood lately?
Yeah, big ones, red ones, double doors.
Lots of doors.
Okay, you're the director, and you just focus on script. Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand.
Same. You have the same answer?
I think this is, hey guys, what tone do we want this movie to be? And I think this always happens when creative meets capitalism. Sorry for giving you a TED talk right now. Man, it's talking at you. But I think in its inception, this movie wanted to be more artistic. I could kind of feel it pulling to be more artistic. And then you land Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell, and it's like, you can't be that surreal and that artistic with this movie. You have to make it more mainstream and kind of spoon feed people the information and character development. And I think it got caught in between that limbo. And me, I'm always like a bougie artist. I'm like, you should have made it more weird. You wanted to make it. You should have made it more weird.
I'm understanding more of why. I just, I'm such a toddler. I sat there, I was like, I don't like it. But you're making me understand, I think, a little bit more of why I didn't like it. And I think you're right. It was like caught in between this, like, do you want to be artsy fartsy, or do you want to be a rom-com, or do you want to be, what do you want to be?
It made me think of this question that I wanted to ask you too. I do think nowadays we're getting more spins on the rom-com. Because now that's solely like sent to streaming. Sure. So I think people are experimenting more with Materialists, with Splitsville, this movie where I'm like, oh, is this the second iteration of romantic comedies where it has to have some kind of artistic merit involved now? We just can't have two people breaking up and getting back together?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is that it doesn't have to be, you don't have to choose one thing. And some movies, the best movies that I like the most are all of those things wrapped into one, and they work. I think that's probably what they were trying to do. but it just didn't work.
Okay. Out of this movie that we've shit on, I'm very, very sorry. What wins? We do the ADEW Wade section, which is what was the best thing in this movie? The writing, the acting, directing, or the editing?
I think it was the Margot Robbie's bangs.
Doing all of the work.
Margot Robbie's quirky outfits.
Doing all of the work. Why are we covering more of Margot Robbie's face?
That's a good question. Maybe she couldn't get Botox when she was pregnant. Are you allowed to get Botox when you're pregnant? You're not supposed to highlight your hair, so maybe you're not supposed to get Botox either.
You're not supposed to highlight your hair when you're pregnant?
Apparently, that might be an antiquated thing, but yeah, you're not supposed to get like bleach, or a lot of people don't. I still would.
My mom was bleach blonde the whole 9 months with me.
I'd love to see your mom bleach blonde.
Yeah.
Okay, to answer your question, I would say the winner, writing, directing, acting, or editing.
Jeez, this is tough.
It's not tough for me at all. It would be the acting was the winner for me.
I guess at the end
best,
of the day, that's the only reason why I went to that, and that might be the only thing I'm leaving with, which is like, at least I get to watch one of my favorite actors in Colin Farrell act.
Yeah, and I had some moments, like you said, there were some moments that I liked and that were touching and that kind of hit me, but that was only because the actors were still really good in a really poorly directed film.
Okay.
What else we got?
After we talk about these movies, we do give it a rating at the very end. Do you have something there that I'm interrupting?
No.
Our rating system is a 4-pronged rating system. If the movie, you absolutely loved it, it's one of the best movies you have ever seen, a la Madam Web. We call that...
Did you see that movie? You didn't see it, obviously.
Sydney Sweeney and Dakota Johnson were in it. I'm going to see the movie. I own it on Blu-ray. I have an autographed copy from a Sydney Sweeney lookalike. That's the best version of our rating system. We give it the premiere. That means you would get all gussied up. You would go to Claire's, get a new piercing, maybe $15 studs, and get
an ear infection.
100%, and get all dressed up to go to the premiere of this movie. You'd spend money on it.
So the highest rating is premiere. Second is matinee, which means you're just buying a ticket to go see it at the AMC, but you're still going to the theater.
Still supporting the theater.
You're still spending money. Mm-hmm. And then the third is stream it.
Yeah, not as good as seeing it in the theater, but you're like, if I have Sarah's login, I'll click on it.
I'm sitting at home one night, whatever, we'll stream it. And the worst rating you can get is a skip. Don't even bother. Literally just go on social media and scroll. Don't watch this movie, even at home. It would be a skip.
So I'm holding out hope, but I have to ask you for your rating. Is Big Bold Beautiful Journey a premiere, matinee, stream, or skip?
I hate to say it because I do believe in, we see movies all the time. We even see movies weekly that we're not going to talk about on this. Yeah. We see movies all the time. We love going to the theater. We love supporting the theater. So I hate to tell anybody not to do that, but I will do that today and tell you, save your time. You don't need to watch it. Just skip it. Don't even watch it at home. Amazing.
That rating goes against everything me and Sarah believe in, and I can't believe I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah.
There's nothing really you're left with in this movie. And I thought in the past I could watch Margot Robbie read arithmetic, and I'd be like,
yeah. And honestly, if you would have asked me, would you enjoy The Long Walk or A Big Bold Beautiful Journey? I would have obviously said it's a rom-com. It's got huge movie stars that I love, who are great actors, who are beautiful to look at, or like some weird movie about a bunch of kids walking that I don't know anybody who's in it. I would have said this movie, but unfortunately, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I can't remember the last time I didn't like a movie so much.
I would have done the long walk to see this movie, and I would have regretted every single part of it. I think it's a good. We started with. Thanks for everybody who's watching. We started on another channel. We just really recently started watching movies again, and we did Twinless, The Long Walk, and this will be our third episode. Mm-hmm. So thank you for everyone being patient with us and starting out with us. But honestly, in terms of how effective the movies were, Twinless 10 times more effective than this movie, probably cost a fraction of the money to make. And that really speaks to having a simple idea, but executing it really well and casting it well.
Or maybe, maybe, who knows? Maybe it was the studio. They wanted something else. There's too many notes and they just didn't trust their gut. Who knows where it went wrong. But fortunately it did go wrong. But we're still happy that we got the opportunity to go see it, and I'm happy that we got to see Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie on screen. I will say, who won the movie for you?
The Penguin. Yeah, Colin Farrell wins every movie.
He's so good.
He's so fucking good. I mean, if you would have asked 16-year-old Asaad who just got out of SWAT, the movie, I would have been like, Colin Farrell's kind of a douche.
Remember, what was it called? The phone booth? Or the...
Phone booth, too.
Was that what it's called?
Yeah, 16-year-old Asaad.
Oh, I love that movie.
I would have sped off in my Ford Focus and be listening to Kid Rock and be like, Colin Farrell's a douche.
Your Ford Focus?
Yeah. With the CD
visor
and the...
Oh, by the way, you made me throw away my book of CDs. Remember that?
Yeah.
About 10 years ago. He's like, what are you doing with this? You don't even have a CD player. He threw it away. Ugh. Mixtapes in there.
That we called 7 different Hillary Duff songs?
Burned CDs.
Yeah, that
I downloaded off of LimeWire. Oh my God. My childhood in the trash.
No, he's emerged as like one of my top 3 favorite actors for me right now. And I'll still go see anything he's in because I just like, and he had a Hot Ones talking very humble and like very
fast.
Almost like therapized. Yeah.
Talking very fast.
About how like his ego and how he's ruined stuff in the past now. So it's cool. It was like a cool connection I have to him and I want to keep supporting his movie. And then he did the Banshees of Inisherin, which is like
so good.
The best of
one of my favorite
movie ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so who won it for you?
Yeah, Colin Farrell for sure.
Easily, huh?
I mean, there was this one moment, and I don't know if this is going to be interesting to listen to, but I don't know where they were, but he touched her arm. I think it was for the first time. And he kind of like looked at it and then like looked at her. He just had this little moment where you could tell that he was like, oh, I'm touching this woman.
Yeah.
And it was just here. It wasn't anything crazy, but I was like, oh man, he's so good. He's just in it. He's present in the moment, on the screen, in the scene with her. And I thought he did a really great job. And we didn't even mention your favorite person, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, in this film.
Oh, I can't believe it took us this long. She's the best.
She's like the first person you see in it. She's very funny.
She's so good.
It was, I don't know, her part was really weird. And
she's
it was
a Russian or
German.
something? German
She has
or
like
something?
this crazy German accent.
Love saying
in
fuck.
I don't know. It was too weird for me. It didn't work. But
oh, really?
But
it works.
she's funny, and it was weird and funny.
Right.
I guess.
I loved her, maybe because I love her in everything. Can I be the woke police?
Yes.
A little weird seeing old Colin Farrell hitting on a young girl to try to make it right in his regrets.
Yeah, when he went back to high school, and he's like, "I love you, I love you."
Like you're 50, sir. You're a red dot. Okay.
And nobody in that high school was in high school. I was like, "This is not what high schoolers look like. You guys are all 40. What is happening?" Okay, let's go to trailer trash.
Yes.
Any interesting trailers? Now, I will say we did see some new trailers that I haven't seen before. Did you see any new trailers that?
I did, but I.
That were new to you, really? Because you're good at like seeking out.
Yeah. We did see a couple new trailers. The trailer I want to talk about is not a trailer we've seen. It was new this time. We've seen it a couple times. So do you have a new trailer you want to talk about? It was Sentimental Value.
Oh.
Yeah, which I don't know how to pronounce her name, and we should because she's taking over the world, and she's one of the best actresses there are. But I do love... Let me just get her name because I will butcher it. I'm very, very sorry. Her name is Renette Rensby. I don't know. I don't know. She was also in The Worst Human in the World, And me, at my old age, I'm just like, give me a simple family drama and great actors, and I could watch that over and over again. This one seems to be getting good reviews. There's almost like Oscar buzz about it early in the film. So I really hope this is the film that she goes from, who's that lady across the pond, to like a known name now.
I'm excited to see that movie as well. We saw a couple new ones. I'm excited to see Scarlett Johansson's directorial debut.
That looks like it sucks.
It's going to be a Sarah film.
I hate to shit on it. If you're excited for it,
I'm not excited, but every time I see it, what's it called?
Eleanor. What is it?
Eleanor
called?
the Great.
The Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about this older lady. Oh man, older people always make me cry. Oh
Why
man,
is that?
it just makes me cry.
That doesn't
I don't
resonate
know.
with me. What is it that I'm
I
lacking
can't.
or what I'm empty about?
I don't know. It makes me so sad.
Yeah.
But Scarlett Johansson's a director now. I'm excited to see it. I was going to talk about Anaconda.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. Please talk to me about
What? Who knew that
Anaconda.
was that on your radar at all?
I saw that trailer on the interwebs on Elon's internet yesterday, I think.
Okay, on Starlink? You're on Starlink?
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I don't feel good. I do like Paul Rudd a lot.
Let me tell you what doesn't miss. Jack Black. He just doesn't miss.
You think so, really?
I think he's like one of the most successful
You just love
commercially-
Nacho Libre.
He just doesn't miss. Like no matter what he did, Minecraft, Jumanji, like he just
Minecraft was good,
doesn't
low key.
miss. Yeah,
I think I went and saw that by myself during the day one time.
Did you?
And I've never played the game, never seen it. I was just like, this was kind of entertaining. I liked it.
I will say that sentence you just said
Makes
is
me
enough
sad.
for a therapist to be like, why do you think you're depressed? And they're like, I went to see Minecraft in the middle of the day by myself.
I could do you
They're
one
like,
better. And another Jack Black, I went and saw Kung Fu Panda 8 in the middle of the day one time.
No shit.
Yes. I got a rosé. It was like a Thursday afternoon. Now this is before I had a day job.
Okay.
But I was okay. So boss, if you're listening, I was not.
So
skipping.
relax. Okay.
Oh man, that was a good one. Anaconda. The premise of this new Anaconda, if you haven't seen the preview, like I didn't even know it was in the works, is that Paul Rudd and Jack Black have always wanted to make a sequel to Anaconda, their favorite movie. So they try to get a budget together, and then them and their friends go out and decide to film Anaconda. We'll see. It looks pretty dumb and pretty bad.
There is a trend that I think could save it, but I don't think they're hitting on the niche enough, which is like Hollywood loves movies about Hollywood. They love shows about Hollywood.
Oh my God. I mean, did you see at the Emmys? The studio won every award. What?
So I think I'm like, it's going to be successful because Jack Black is like gold. Everything he touches is gold. But I'm like, if they leaned into the like making the movie more, I think it probably would have had a little more trash because Hollywood's like, make movies about what I do. You know,
my question is like, is Jack Black the new Adam Sandler where he's like, you know how Adam Sandler just always makes movies in Hawaii and just always wants to just take his friends
what
and go.
a legend.
Is Jack Black just like, oh, I was here after shooting Jumanji and then I was here after shooting Minecraft, so I decided to like just stay in the jungle and shoot another thing so we just get it over with. Name his last couple movies.
Jumanji,
He's always in the
Minecraft.
jungle.
Yeah.
What was the one? King Kong. He was in a King Kong or something like that.
Too.
Or yeah.
Crazy.
Just always
I
in the
think
jungle.
this is proof of how powerful affirmations work. He always is always in like a jungle shirt or Hawaii shirt. Just
There
like
you go.
Then this is working out for him now.
He's there.
You know?
He's just there.
If you
He
want
just
the
lives
job
there now.
dressed for,
Yeah. I'm gonna just start wearing just like a bikini all the time. Just be like, take me to the beach, please.
Yeah.
Take me to the beach.
I think that's a cool little take on remaking a movie. I think it'll probably make a bunch of money.
Rather than just being like Anaconda 2, they go back, these new kids go to the jungle and they find another big snake who's out for vengeance. Like, it is a cool idea, I guess, for a sequel if you have to make a sequel.
And it's cool to be around for the Jack Black and Asaad. He's like, this last 10 years, he's just been
God bless
the
him.
most the most unlikely movie star
I
ever,
know.
other
Good
than
for
Steve
him.
Buscemi. But he's like made $1 billion movies. It's kind of cool to see.
This is a genuine question. Am I remembering this correctly? Was Jennifer Lopez in the original Anaconda? Or am I tripping? It was like in 1997. So
I was a boy going through puberty at the time.
So you remember?
I can profoundly say she was in that.
She was?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I wore out the tape.
You're so gross. Well, this has been Dirtying the Frame. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Anything else before we're signing off?
No, I just want to say, I hate to come on and just shit on a film, honestly.
Who are we?
But it just didn't work for us. Hopefully, if you want to go see it, you're interested, please go see it. Let us know what you thought about it. If you liked it, you had a different take. We'd love to hear about it in the comments or, just like mail me a letter to my house. Whatever.
100%. Let me give you her address and her social.
They've already got it.
And the most thing I think that we want to talk about when we're like heavily critiquing a movie is like when we see Colin Farrell and a Margot Robbie in the same movie, we just have hopes that good movies can be made with top tier talent. When that doesn't happen, we're just like, oh, I'm kind of bummed about it. Because movies, they're kind of in a state of flux right now. And so when we get an original IP with big actors, we want it to be good because more movies will be made.
Yeah.
Am I soapboxing?
No, I'm listening. I'm excited. You've got me riveted.
And it's just like, oh, if this movie's good, then maybe there's a new funding for another rom-com from maybe not as well-known directors, that bigger stars will be in their movies. And so we just get hopes up that a movie with actors that we like would be a good
we've
product,
seen we've seen some really cool stuff lately.
We've seen some great shit.
I've still got hope.
No complaints.
Still got hope. What are we doing next? You want to give them a little preview into what we're going to see next?
Guys,
it's going to be terrible.
Guys, look at me. I got a joke. You want to hear it?
Yes.
What happens when you bring the best director of our time and he walks into a bar and the best actor of our time sitting there?
And he's drinking a cranberry juice.
Drinking a cranberry juice with a 19-year-old model.
He says, what are you on your period? We brought it all the way full circle. Okay.
Guys, one battle after another. We have 2 separate movie tickets to that. Sarah doesn't know about it. I spaced him out just in case we want to see it again. And that was the joke, just in case we will want to see it again. That's 6 hours of Paul Thomas Anderson.
Back to back?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, I'll give you like a 10-minute break for like Raisinets or Junior Mints. But that's 6 hours. And I think, I'll leave with this. Everyone was scared to comment on social, political, anything nowadays, because it's like you're going to land on one side of the fence, the other people aren't going to support it. I'm not going to
Don't Jimmy Kimmel us.
I'm not going to get us canceled at all.
Of the two of us, you will be the one to get us canceled.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But Mexicans, no.
It's like, what?
Your face. No. This movie is about... What? Why was that? I'm sorry. Yeah. But it seems like one battle after another is about a dad in a revolutionary in these times with a black wife and a mixed child and going through the progression of like being, I don't know. It just like takes guts to film this movie. We'll see how it turns out.
And if anyone's been following along with our other 2 podcasts, you might remember that I have to tell Asaad this movie's going to suck.
Because she's not, I hired her to not get my hopes up because I'll be crushed.
He's so excited. He's been so excited about it for over a year. I mean, we're talking when F1 came out, you were like, oh my gosh, this movie's going to be so good.
Yeah.
And he's like, Sarah, I'm so nervous. I'm going to get my hopes up and it's going to be bad. It's going to fall short. And I said, you know what? I've got you. So every time we see a preview for it or a movie poster, I say, sir, that movie looks terrible. That's all I got. That's all I got. I hope it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that'll be our next episode.
Yay!
One battle after another, the 7-hour-long watch party for Sarah Stouffer, the star of this show, for Asaad Saleh, the arm candy. No? Arm vegetables.
The arm Brussels.
Yeah.
Just the worst
thing from arm candy.
Thing nobody wants. No, I'm just kidding. You're cute and you're very nice and you're great at watching movies.
For watching, like and subscribe to our page. We're starting all over again. It feels so fun because then we'll get to be the people that'll be like, hey, you've watched us since the beginning.
And honestly, if you're not watching, we're still going to do this because we just have fun.
We actually really love it. So
we love watching films and we love talking about them.
To leave with us today, we have a surprise gift for you all viewers at home. Sarah's going to sign us out in Colin Farrell's voice and accent.
Thank you for watching Dirty in the Frame. I'm a child and I'm my father and I'm my mum. I don't know who I am.
And then Margot
I'm exasperated.
Robbie's Australian accent.
Oh gosh, I can't do an Australian accent.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching Dirty in the Frame. Bye.